Well, excellent question. Thank you. There's three main reasons for the recovery behind emerging economies. One is higher commodity prices, which has driven EM commodity exporters. The second is a strong increase in consumer sentiment, which has driven consumer spending at a pace of growth of 6%, which we haven't seen for a long time now. And the third reason is recovery in global trade, which has helped most globalized EM economies. So the outlook is better growth. So we would expect growth to strengthen for emerging economies, but due to higher investment spending and still higher trade. On inflation, we think it will gradually rise, but this is the main risk that we will look at. On monetary policy, we think that it's likely to remain mostly accommodative, except in Eastern European countries. And we think that EM for 2018 is unlikely to be severely hit by higher global rates because emerging fundamentals have improved a lot and they are less vulnerable. So if we look from an economic point of view, I think what we need to look at is what are the countries with the biggest potential increase in activity with still low inflation. So this is what makes a country attractive from an economic point of view. And in terms of potential for next year, I think Brazil and Russia continue to be the most attractive. These are the ones that have the biggest potential with low risk of inflation. And I would add India to this one for other reasons, but India has been suffering some temporary weakness, and we think that it could actually recover more quickly than others. China is always a difficult one because it's a large economy. It has structural trends and cyclical ones. So if we start by the structural story, so China has this big risk of excess debt. And about excess debt, we don't think that it will lead to a financial crisis because China fundamentals are still solid. So we don't think that's a likely outcome. But this excess debt will make GDP growth slower in China. So our estimate is for Chinese growth to actually be around 5% for the next 7 years. This is the result of this excess leverage. Another structural trend in China is the rebalancing of the economy. So it's a well-known one, but it's one that has started to materialize and that will continue to be with us for the next few years. On the cyclical aspect, China has stabilized its GDP growth, which is better than a lot of people would have actually expected. And we actually think that it's likely to continue to be the case, with again, consumption surprising to the upside and investment having stopped deteriorating.